Let's continue our little chat we were having about this cover. This is the original song. I just want to set the tone that I'm not a fan of the song itself. I'm not a fan of the tuning on the Vocaloid. The music itself is kind of just not for me. The animation's cute. I like the animation. I'm not a fan of the rest of it, which I think is important. The reason I think it's important is because this is the cover that Justin Channel did.
It's funny. You're actually garbage. I told you when we started. You're an idiot. But for now, I'm gonna need a little.
I genuinely think the vocals in the cover are better to listen to than the original. I don't like the vocals on the Vocaloid version. But people are jumping down this guy's throat on Twitter for no reason, and I don't understand it. It's very gaspy sounding tuning. I'm not a fan of it. Alexa, play Triple Baka. Meh. That's how I am on the song. I don't think his cover's bad. I think the song is just not a good song. I think it's just a weak song. The animation's like fantastic, but people are saying his cover is ass and his cover is terrible. It's not terrible though. The problem is not the cover. The problem is the song is just not good. But I hate to like even have this come out sounding like I'm pushing some almost agenda opinion of just media literacy is gone. But it feels like people are not it feels like people are not understanding that, hey, the art itself being bad and then someone making their own interpretation off of something that's not great, and therefore the interpreted work also being kind of subpar, does not mean their interpretation or their skill, their ability is just awful. It doesn't mean that. It could be what they're. It's like an actor getting a shit script. The script is bad. The actor isn't. The script is bad. But everyone's jumping down his throat for some reason on Twitter, and it's just been like, I don't go on social media to promote anything really, or like to browse anything other than just memes, because I run into this stuff and it just every now and then it gets under my skin and I get annoyed, and it's like I want to come on here on stream and just like do a sanity check or just talk about it, because it's just annoying. It's just frustrating. First mistake is Twitter. Oh no, I know. Ironic the words loser is on screen, but it's just actual loser behavior of just, what have you done? What have you made? Have you done anything creative that has had a positive impact on the people that you're sending it out to? I will never understand people tearing down someone who is creative over something not being like perfectly executed when they themselves have not done anything. I watch one streamer. I watch Pay Money Wubby, and a thing that he always used to do is if someone would come talk shit about his content, pull up their channel and just on stream be like, what have you done? Why are you here talking shit and not understanding the context of what's going on when you don't do anything? You don't understand the like how much work goes into producing something. You do not understand the effort it takes and how much can go wrong when you're making something or just doing a live stream in general. You just see the product and you try to criticize it without understanding the context. And that's not I feel like the counter argument to that would be, well, then you're not allowed to criticize, like, I like cars, so I'll use me as an example. I'm not allowed to criticize Chevy's engineering or Audi's engineering because I'm not an engineer. I'm not a mechanic. I don't make these things. But I know enough about them to know that a water pump in a car should not have plastic fins on the goddamn fan, like, component, the propeller component. Audi, it's fine disliking it, just don't be an ass, respect as always. Yeah, the song is bad. His cover's good. A good example would be critique versus criticism. So critique, and I'm always very specific about these because as an artist, I can't, there's too many, I'll just be blunt. There's too many jackasses in the art community that think criticism is critique and criticism is a valid way to deliver information to an artist or a creative or just anybody really, and have that be the intent, or have the intent behind it being to help them improve. So if anyone's curious, the definition for critique is a detailed analysis and assessment of something, especially a literary, philosophical, or political theory. It is nothing more than, the verb is a better way to describe it, evaluate a theory or practice in a detailed and analytical way. A critique does not have emotion behind it. A critique is a straightforward, like, if you've asked me on stream, people have asked me, like, Koish, I don't know if Koish is still here. Koish has asked me about like anatomy or like posture or like why, like how I would change something about like a sketch on stream. And I have been like, can I redline it and show you? That is critique. Critique is just without getting emotional or talking down to someone or with the intent of negativity or avoiding all negativity entirely, just going, hey, this is what's wrong with it. Here's how you could improve it. Here's why this will improve it. And here's why this is wrong. It's not saying you're wrong. You did this wrong. Why did you fuck it up so bad?
Discussing why my glam is better.
It's about answering someone's question respectively. Meanwhile, criticism is the expression of disapproval of someone or something based on perceived, and that's the operative word here, perceived faults or mistakes. It's you assume the reasoning behind the misstep or something that they did. You're assuming why they did it. You're assuming it's because they don't understand from a place of not just naivete, but willful ignorance. You're assuming that they're doing it almost subconsciously on purpose. You're assuming a net negative catalyst for the result that you saw, which makes your opinion that you're going to display to them vitriolic. Criticism is a waste of time and almost always unhelpful if we're talking about creative work. Obviously, there are points where criticism, would be useful, and I am not talking about those points. I am talking about this. Because I'm probably going to clip this on YouTube, which means I'm probably going to get some stupid comment that's like, well, actually, criticism, it can be useful if someone's being hateful for the sake of hate. So it's a good, it's good to respond to that slightly negative. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about someone that produced something that is meant to be hateful. Therefore, the reception to it is going to be negative, and criticism is probably more valid. I'm talking about something that is explicitly just creative and basically innocent, and then people come at it with this weird assumption that this person needs to be torn down. It makes no sense. You can critique this person. I think his vocals are honestly pretty damn solid and consistent. The song is just not great. But I'm not sitting here saying the OP of this made a bad song on purpose or because they lack skill or something. I'm sure if we go check out we can go check out their other work. I'm sure their other work is solid and fun and good. This is already more fun and interesting, musically. I don't dislike this. This is, I would watch this. This is, I think they're just straight up named Back, why are we on this? I just wanted to talk about it because people on Twitter are idiots. They're just morons. Genuinely. Most people on Twitter that are actually partaking in any semblance of conversation there seem to just want to get a reaction out of people or cause negativity to be spread, and it's just annoying. And it's annoying whenever it's something like this where this person has done nothing, and the reason why it's annoying is because that energy causes just psychotic people on Twitter to dive into people's backgrounds and histories and try to pull up dirt on them for just the fun of it. If you go on my Twitter right now, it's just me liking art and things that I think is funny and reposting it. That's it.
Maximum pulse.
It's just that. That's all my Twitter. I don't use it to promote stream. Because you want to know why? everyone that's came from TikTok, like Dua, for example, everybody that's came from TikTok, from my minion guides and things, have been super fucking cool, mature, level-headed people. People that have came from Twitter usually fuck off from stream within a few streams because I say something that they disagree with or they don't like. And then they tried to police me at some point in chat or like tell me I can't, and I tell them no, and then they disappear. I do not promote stream on Twitter because I just do not like the audience that just is on Twitter. It's just that easy. Like, you're simple, I guess, is the better word. Like, it's why I don't. I found you through Twitch by looking for MSQ people. I do. I think I remember you mentioning that last time. Every platform but Twitter, people that have come to stream have been genuinely level-headed, cool people that understand the biggest thing about stream. It's about being entertaining or attempting to be entertaining. It's not meant to be a representation of you as a person. It's not meant to be like a real. I am like, I play up things on this channel. I play up things on stream. I play up things on other people's streams, and I've had people get mad at me on other people's streams because of the way I phrase stories or have said things. And I'm talking to like anyone who doesn't understand this directly. That is what the content is. It is meant to be entertaining. It is meant to be like a little exaggerative to make me look bad sometimes. I want to look like a bad person sometimes. Don't want to break that fourth wall too much, but that is the goal sometimes, to paint myself as a huge asshole because it makes the story more interesting.